Hi, this is Kristen and Little P from Rascal Rides, and today we are going to talk about
pedals.
We're going to talk about kids' bike pedals. So it's summer break, and we've been testing out a bunch of different pedals for you guys. We started out by asking the Rascal Rides community on Facebook, which if you're not already in that group, you should join. I'll put the link in the notes. But we asked them what their favorite kids' bike pedals were, and then we took their recommendations, ordered a bunch of pairs, and have narrowed it down to 5 of our favorites. So Parker, do you want to show them what your very favorite pedal was?
Oh, okay.
Our favorite bike pedal that we tested was the Chromatic Radar D. And this pedal is one of the only pedals out there that's specifically made for kids. It is intended for mountain biking. It's our favorite of the group for mountain bike pedals. It does have metal pins. So if your child is not ready for metal pins, if you're worried about their safety using them, then wait for one of the pedals we'll show you later on that has plastic pins. Each of these pins is adjustable. You can adjust the height if you don't want them sticking out quite as far. There's also additional pin spaces. The pedal comes with extra pins, so you can add in even more pins if you're going to be doing bike park, downhill riding. Your child needs more aggressive tread. They're lightweight, they're real small. Pin placement is awesome for little feet. So the Chromatic Radar Youth is our favorite for mountain biking. It weighs 300 grams and retails for $95. So not the cheapest pedal out there, but in our opinion, super worth it. Our second favorite pedal was the Crankbrothers Stamp 2 small pedal. So that's the important part. There's different versions of this pedal, and you want to get the small one. This is not a kid-specific pedal, but it works really well for older kids, tweens. Even my 6-year-old did pretty well on this pedal. We like this V shape here because even if your kid's foot isn't coming all the way to the edge, they're still getting quite a bit of good contact. This is also metal pins. These ones are a little bit shorter than the ones in the Crankbrothers, so you might find that those work better for your child, but they're also not quite as easy to adjust as the ones on the height adjustment is a lot more difficult. It's pretty thin here, but wider. I'll show you in comparison, quite a bit wider than the Chromatic pedal was. Okay, Crankbrothers Stamp 2 size small pedal. It weighs 345 grams and retails for $80. This is our favorite pedal for tweenish age riders. This is the Wellgo BT67. It weighs 288 grams and retails for a mere $13. This is our favorite pedal for recreational type rides.
What is recreational?
So it's a great pedal for biking to school, riding around town, going to the pump track, anything where you don't need a metal pin. This is a great pedal. Some nice plastic pins. They take good grip. It's got reflectors, so that's nice for riding around town. With a good bike shoe like a 510 Freerider Youth, those pins do a great job of keeping feet on the pedals. The one thing of note is that they do start wearing down a lot faster than metal pins, so you're only going to get maybe like a year of use out of the pedals before they need to be replaced. But these are pretty small, they're lightweight, 288 grams, and they're the lightest pedals. Okay, this is the Fixation Gates pedal. It's 418 grams and retails for $20. Not bad. So this is a great pedal for BMX riding. It is intended for that purpose, but it can also be used for recreational riding around town. It looks plastic, but it's actually nylon. It's really durable. The one thing we don't like about this pedal is the fact, I'm gonna hold it up close, there are no pins here in the middle. So if your child's foot doesn't fit on this whole thing, like it's probably not going through, they're gonna be here. They've got some contact with the pins. They don't have any contact with the pins. right here. So that's my one complaint about the pedal. But compared to a plastic pedal, we put the pedal up really well. You can see none of the pins have started to wear down. It's not even scuffed up. Really durable, inexpensive pedal. The final pedal that we really liked was the Odyssey Twisted pedal. These come in a bunch of different colors. We think this is the best budget pedal around. If you just want to add a little custom bling to your child's bike and not spend a fortune, this pedal weighs 411 grams. It only costs you $14. And it's a plastic pedal, so it's gonna start to wear down faster. Again, this will probably last you about a year or two. But knowing kids, how much they abuse pedals, it's gonna get worn down quicker than one with than a nylon or a metal pedal. But it does have really great pins here. You can see there's plenty of space for your child's foot to get grip on the pedal. You turn it sideways. And the one thing we are not a huge fan of is just how this pedal is. So we put it on our son's Room 4 and it works, but there's not a ton of clearance just because it's a bigger pedal. So those are our 5 favorites. To get more information on them, additional specs, etc., visit our website. I'll include a link below to that post. The final thing I just want to talk about really quickly is what to think about when buying a kid's pedal. The first thing is the pins, whether or not you want to choose a plastic pedal like this, the Wellgo, or a pedal with metal pins like the Chromatic Radar. If you do a lot of biking, your family is a really serious biking family, we recommend the metal pins just because they do provide superior traction. So if you're going to the bike park, or even if you're just going on like long rides, if you're going to go do a 30-mile ride with your child, this is going to help them get a lot better grip. The one thing I already mentioned is the pedal strikes. This could potentially cause your child to end up with stitches. So that's something to be aware of and decide whether or not you think your child is ready for a pedal with metal pins.
Not like this.
But whatever pedal you choose, one of the most important things to think about is the shoe that your child is wearing also. So we want to put your foot up here. We really love these 510 Freerider youth shoes. They've got great traction on the bottom. If you don't want to afford a pair of 510s, you can also consider getting a skate shoe like Vans. They have a really good grip. The other thing to consider is the weight. There's not a ton of difference. 100 grams isn't going to make a huge difference for a child, but it's going to make more difference to them than it is for an adult. They already don't weigh very much. They're already riding a bike that weighs a greater percentage of their body weight than an adult. So if you are scrimping and saving in other places, don't not scrimp and save on their pedals as well. And then the last thing we want to talk about is just price. So obviously the Chromatic Radars were the most expensive at almost $100. That said, these are serviceable. You're going to get years of use out of them. Whereas a pedal like this, you're probably going to get a year of use out of it, and you're going to throw it in the landfill. So sometimes it makes sense to just spend more on a pedal for it to be useful for your child's entire riding career until they're ready for an adult pedal. Most more expensive, nice kids bikes are going to have the same as an adult pedal, which is a 9/16" thread. Cheaper kids bikes have a 1/2 inch thread. If you do need a 1/2 inch thread, there is one of the pedals on our list, and that was the Odyssey Twisted. It does come in a 1/2 inch thread.
To learn more about each of these pedals, click on over to our website. You'll also find a list of other good kids bike pedal options.
Also, make sure to hit subscribe so you can get more great content from us in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everybody, let's get a watch this.